After the craziness of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in yesterday's online video, that probably left a sour taste in your mouth if that was your first look at F1 2019 online. But don't worry, we have a slightly more redeeming video. I say slightly because there's still a lot of action and a lot of crashes in this one, but we'll actually be able to showcase some racing in this episode. We're heading off to the Belgian Grand Prix, and this is the same open lobby I held yesterday with the likes of New Zealand Ryan, Warden, and a few other league races on the Xbox side of things. So here we go in our custom car, which has pink and many other colors all over it. We're going to take it to victory lane if we can. 5 red lights and away we go. 5 seconds ago for the Belgian Grand Prix heading into turn 1. It is much more calm than Baku was, and that is simply because I'm not starting from the front row, that's for sure. That's Toro Rosso. No, it's not a Toro Rosso. I can't get into that habit now because there are no 2019 F1 cars and there is a lot of carnage on the top of Radeon. So that gives me, what, 9 free positions, and I just kept it on the circuit. The good thing about racing with the 2019 cars, as Warden dies, is that I could refer to cars as like the Toro Rosso, the Force India, the Red Bull, whatever. I've got these random ass paint schemes with random names, and I have no point of reference now with these online videos. So I think that I'm gonna have to stop racing with these custom cars, I think. I don't know. I've tapped the Xenon car, so that, I'm sorry about that. Yep, definitely took you out. I put my hand up and bow my head in shame at that one. Again, causing crashes. Tiametmarduk, what else is new? Subscribe to see more top quality content. We've got Ayrton Senna off to the left there, who has perished in the middle sector. So, F's in chat for him there. There's a lot of Ayrton Sennas in F1 2019 online lobbies, and I feel like there's probably just as many Alan Prosts, maybe even more, especially Alan Prost driver suits. So, you know, this Alan Prost guy, he gets around a bit, doesn't he? So just keep an eye out for him. They tend to win, and it's the Ayrton Sennas who tend to take you out. So there's like it's like 2 warring factions within F1 2019 that is starting to form. I'm part of Team Pink. So join my clan if you want to be different. I don't know where I'm going with this, but someone who is going somewhere is New Zealand Ryan up the inside into Lacom. That was smooth, wasn't it? Didn't expect that from my channel. Anyway, he's slotted his way into P6. Only a 3-lap race. Bear in mind we've been racing now for the best part of an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we were starting to condense the races a little bit and testing the waters with 3-lappers. It's starting to get a little bit mental here in this Belgian Grand Prix, as we set a custom grid. We put all the fast guys at the back, and the slower guys we noticed, we just chucked them at the front, and we said, have at it, let's chase them down and see what we can do in this race. It's myself, Ryan and Warden fighting away on the same piece of racetrack, all like we did just a couple of years ago in Australian League Racing. Unfortunately, we can't do that anymore, so we're taken to the online lobbies to bash each other on some Formula 1 race circuits, all for your entertainment. We were side by side down the Eau Rouge corner, so that was fun. It left Warden lots and lots of room because he was lagging around quite a lot, so I didn't want to take myself out of the action. But all of a sudden, we find ourselves on the last lap of this Belgian Grand Prix. These 3-lappers, they do go by like a flash, and Warden has just flashed his controller there as it just chucks him in the barrier. Yep, that was an annotation that just didn't click. Cool. It's very hit and miss with me with my attempts at trying to be funny. But anyway, let's focus on the serious stuff. New Zealand Ryan, he's up next. I'm really pushing hard to try and catch him. Got completely sideways off on the curbing there, extending to I think Italy and back at the exit of Don't know the corner name, but we're running up to Blanchimont now in the slipstream. We're using all of our fuel, all of our ERS. Ryan is right on the back of the next car. I'm hoping that there's a bit of carnage up ahead and we can somehow Stephen Bradbury this into a race victory. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, has occurred at the final chicane, and we get P. It was going to be P6, it's P4 on penalty, so there we go. One spot away from the podium, and that was a race that I did not want to end. And I gotta say, I was absolutely kicking myself for making that a 3-lap race. That had the potential to be an absolute classic. If only we had an extra 2 laps to sort out the minor placings there of the podium. But we move on to Italy now, and we can settle our disputes here, side by side with Ryan. The first 3 laps were, well, quite disgusting, really. You don't want to see that because, yeah, it was not pretty. I'd have to age restrict this video. There was lots of penetration. Is that a thing? F1 cars? Anyway, it was not suitable for all ages. I'll say that much. Turn 1 was just a massacre. But anyway, it seems to have cleared up a little bit now as we settle into the final couple of laps of this Italian Grand Prix. Ryan escorting me towards the pit lane, and now he's escorting me off the circuit to dirty my tyres, but I'm not falling for that. In the slipstream, DRS is activated. I took to the grass and I actually made contact with Ryan, but he ghosted. That's the weird thing with F1 2019 and racing with Ryan and Warden. These guys seem to be ghosting sometimes, even though the ghosting setting has been turned off. It's a bit weird. So for online, it seems like the net code isn't perfect. You can see he's ghosting now for no reason. Absolutely no reason at all. Then we come into Lesmo 1, and I don't even touch Ryan. He was ghosted on my screen, but on his screen, I've absolutely blasted him. I'm still blasting him on the run into Lesmo 2. And yeah, we'll just see what it looked like from his end. So here he is, going all defensive into the middle sector. You can see I'm pretty much right on his chuff. And then here, I don't even think you could hear contact, but Ryan wouldn't run in deep like that. I definitely hit him. And on his screen, I'm not ghosted. I am completely solid. And yeah, it's just an absolute mess. When it came to F1 2018, Xbox, I felt like, was a lot less stable than what PC was. I've done one lobby on PC with one person, but bear in mind, you know, you can't take that as gospel. So I'll have to test the PC side of things when it comes to the online multiplayer. It was more stable in the past, and I believe it's still more stable now. So when it comes to more serious racing, I think that's where I'll put all my eggs in that basket, so to speak. But that's been this video for today. You've seen Azerbaijan, the video I uploaded yesterday. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And then we have this one. I've actually got some stupid races saved in the archives, ready for another upload. So if you thought Baku was crazy, the combination of all these other ones are something else. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll bring you guys some more career mode and online videos very soon.